I am a curator and I have been working closely with this painter for several months. And there's a show coming up in this town like in a month. So we have been working closely selecting works to decide what to put into the show. So I have been living their house for several days. Last night I was stressed about the show, so I was smoking at the porch, and I heard somebody fighting in the attic. I think it was her daughter and the painter, and then the husband came and stopped them. I thought it was none of my business, so I didn't go up to see what happened or anything, but when they come down, I said hi, like nobody answered me, so that's kind of strange. But that's what happened last night. This morning I was looking for the painter because we have to go to the market to select materials for the show, but I couldn't find her. So I went downstairs. I see the daughter and the dad is having breakfast, and I asked them where is the painter, and they said she was painting all night in the attic.
She didn't come to bed last night, probably stayed up all night painting again.
So I went up with her daughter, but the door was locked. And the daughter said it's like very easy to open with tools, so I sent her down. I kept knocking just in case she was just sleeping, so we wouldn't need to use tools to crack the door open. 10 minutes later, the daughter and her dad come back with the tools, so I picked the lock and opened the room, and she was just hanging in the room, and the room was a mess. That's it.
The curator is my mom's friend. They have been really close, and she's leaving us for several days because there is a show in the town coming up or something. I don't really know. I really love my mother. There's no way that I can kill her. I can't live without her. Last night we did have a huge fight because my mom stole my ideas for painting. I'm really angry at her, but I won't kill her because of this. Never. My dad later came up and stopped us. He later took me out for a walk to calm down. We got downstairs at around 10 p.m. I saw that the curator was smoking on the first floor. I feel really embarrassed because I'm really sure that she heard our fight. This morning around 9 o'clock, my dad and I were eating breakfast, and then the curator came downstairs asking about my mom. My dad said she was spending all night in the attic, so he asked us to check on my mom. I found out the door is locked. It seems like the door is locked inside. Yeah, I feel really strange because my mom doesn't lock the door normally. It's a simple door and it can be opened with some simple tools. So the curator sent me finding tools to open the door, and she kept knocking. I came downstairs at around 9:12, and my dad helped me finding a thin ruler and a fruit knife. When we went back to the attic, I saw the curator was smoking. Maybe she was just waiting for too long, but I really hate her smoking in our house. And we opened the door. The room was a mess, and
The curator? She's a friend of my wife's from childhood. She's been living in our place for about a week now, preparing for an upcoming auction. To my knowledge, they did have a couple fights about just like the vision of it and what to do, but I don't know. Our daughter fights with my wife a lot. She keeps saying her mom stole an idea or something, and I really don't know. There's not much I can say about that. Oh, I was I was downstairs, just was eating breakfast, and then told my daughter to go check on my wife. She came back downstairs saying something about the door was locked, asking for lock-picking stuff, and, well, you know what happened next. I feel guilty. I feel guilty for shouting at her the night before, and I said a lot of mean things. I said she doesn't know how to raise our daughter, and that she's focusing too much on her art that might be hurting our family, and I'm sure that hurt her ego. And her career's not going as well as it once was. A lot of her paintings just didn't sell at the last auction, and she's been feeling down for a while. The insurance, God. 3 years ago, one of my wife's best friends, who uses the same paint she does, died from cancer. So she encouraged me to buy life insurance just in case something happened for our family, to help us get by, because most of our money's made off her art. I've been employed for a while, but yeah, because of that, I think she might have committed suicide. She locked the door, so we're not really gonna find out. Must have been all that pressure from work and home life. Last night must have torn her up.